Hey, I'm Mr. Cone. Welcome back to MotoGP 17 and the rider career has last time out. Patrick McDonald broke his duck. But can he make it 2 in a row in France? This is a very confident Patrick McDonald after that last race in Jerez. Heading to make his qualifying for 2 laps here in France. The 5th round of the season has truly begun now for the Kenyan on his leopard. Let's go for the final couple of rights. And then we go around this not as tight and twisty circuit. You got this very long winding straight as well, heading towards the first chicane. And that's what this circuit's mostly about: long straights, tight corners. Got to make sure you don't brake on the rear like McDonald just did there. Because that kind of screwed him up, hasn't it? For this first qualifying effort. And now you can just practice for the rest of the lap, see what you can do. You never know. Could be a good lap. And then maybe on the second effort you could mess up again. So still got to push Patrick McDonald on this lap. So that's a nicely into the left-hander. Want to hook that up that apex every time. Very difficult corner to do that. Let's head now into the double right down the hill. Maybe the trickiest corners to get right. Because one's braking, one's accelerating onto this back straight. That seemed to work well for McDonald. And then we've got another corners leading to the next chicane. As we reach 6th gear, braking just for the bridge. And 3rd gear. And then flat out through the corners for McDonald. And you've got a tight right-hander with crazy undulating, kind of pushes you away, does the camber. But into the next left, the camber kind of forces you into that corner. And then we end with a double right, heading back onto the more famous layout here at Le Mans for the 24-hour race. And that's a 47.6 for McDonald. Of course, he lost a couple of seconds in that first sector, so let's see what you can do. Now, if you get it right on this lap, gonna lift slightly through. Left, and no, he's down in that first sector. So Canet takes pole by 2,000 of a second, and Fenati of Mir in 3rd, then Bulliger Martin McPhee, all Italian 3rd row, Noto around out the top. 10, there's Nerdinloy and Guevara on the 5th row, because thanks to that mistake in the first sector, Patrick McDonald is back on the 9th row alongside Maria Herrera and Albert Arenas with a 47.6, so just a second faster and finished Patrick right at the back. So can Patrick McDonald fight his way through the field just like last time out? As here we are looking at the grid, very happy front row it looks like, but with McDonald down in 25th, once again he's going with the same tyre choice as last race. Soft fronts, medium rears, even though the rears barely wore in Spain. Shouldn't really wear around here in Le Mans. Hopefully that doesn't happen. We get into bumper bikes in the opening couple of corners, as McDonald's got to be aggressive, but also be so easy to crash that first corner, as he demonstrated in qualifying. As here we are waiting for the lights to appear and go with all the flags waving to the left-hand side for this 6-lap race. Fantastic start for McDonald. He's already jumped a row up to 22nd, looking past the Peugeot Kornfeld in front, and he is up into 18th, heading towards the fast right-hander. Almost into Nuruddin there. Looking down the inside of Rodrigo, up to 13th. Fantastic start for McDonald, almost onto the back of his teammate Loy. Well, he's made up half the places he needed to already. Looking down the outside of the Italian, that's not going to work. As he goes slightly wide on the exit. And now into the left-hander. No, he's into the back of the Italian. Tapped the wheel and he's down. So all that good work from that fantastic start has been wiped away. And he's back down to last, this McDonald. Now he really does have to fight his way through the field. Once again trying to break into a corner and the bike doesn't like it. It does make its way up to 31st and finish. Patrick slows down and it's like they're going 3 or 4 wide in front as he head towards the chicane. And here goes McDonald looking to take advantage of that, making it 3 wide. Told you had to be aggressive this race. But around Ramirez and Herrera, that's perhaps too aggressive. Now looking down the inside into the right. Back up into 21st. Already onto the back of Kornfeld. Already back where he was before that incident. Look around the outside, Kornfeld, Guevara looking down the inside. Suzuki, I think this is. And he just about does it. On the man up to 18th at the end. So somehow, despite falling halfway through to that, it was actually Binder. And then Guevara up to 90, got Della Porta in front. So despite falling midway through the opening lap, he still made up 7 positions, did McDonald. Pretty good opening lap then. With Kornfeld up to 20th ahead of Binder now. Feels like South African falling like a stone after McDonald has overtaken him. There's the McDonald effect. With Sasaki in front, being passed by Della Porta and Mahindra looking to grab the first point of the season. Italian on the verge of it. Of course, Peugeot and their de facto home race as well. They grabbed their first point, but Kornfeld just battling to stay in the top 20. Yes, that's a good move on. Suzuki got held up by the Mahindra. McDonald outbraked himself into the first right. Lucky we got that medium wear. It was a soft, it would already be worn of these first couple of laps for McDonald, but good run onto the back straight up to 16th. As he got Nerdin and Danilo in his home round. Battling for a couple of points. So it's got Rodrigo, part of the gang. And now here comes McDonald, the gate crasher. He goes in to the right, sideways. But he holds on, does he? Rodrigo trying to hold it around the outside, but into the left-hander. McDonald takes that 13th place. As behind us, he got Arenas down. Spandy to start alongside McDonald. As you got Loy and Midno battling for top 10. Mir sets the first at 45.3 as he got into the third lap of the race. Or should I say McDonald sets the first at 45.2. So he's definitely got the road to face once again. There's the Kenyan. He's got Danilo. Nerdin battling for a point. And there it is, confirmed. Fastest lap for McDonald. He's all holding on to the rear of that bike. Just about though. You go down the hill into this long right-hander. Got Dijan Antonio in front. Bike sliding everywhere. Not very stable this bike this race, but look at that. The tyres are hardly worn at all. It likes the abuse to the tyres this race. But it looks like Lloyd's dropping back into the clutches of the Italian. He's dropping into the clutches of McDonald. It looks like Sky Tower right in front. Pulling away slightly in that top 10. As that's not how you're meant to take the double right once again, McDonald. As Canet takes the lead from Mir. And in this lap, I thought McDonald would be making moves, but he's just in a holding pattern. Needs to make moves, so he wants a top 5. Need to go through the chicane, that's better, that's smoothly through it. He's got almost a second gap behind too, Rodrigo. He's going to dive down the inside, Dijan Antonio. Now down the inside, his teammate Loy. Into the left, up into 11th. That's nicely done by McDonald. Now into the first right, almost into the back of the Italian once again. As Canet does the fastest at 44.9. McDonald does the 45.3. But he's got a good toe heading into the second half of this race. On the Italian, heading into the fast right-hander. Really is a corner on these motorbikes. Dives down the inside into the first part of the chicane. He's into the top 10 as McDonald. Now he can chase that top 5 with that Bastianini in front. You can see there's a bit of a queue forming for that top 5. You also got Antonelli in there, McPhee. Looks like Martinez and that's Otel in 8th ahead of the Italians. Mir and Canet exchange places once again. And it is the German who gets passed by the Italian. Nice move into the left-hander. As Lloyd gets past DJ Antonio, or 12th behind there, battling hard. As they go down there into the right-hander. Can McDonald get this right for once? There you go. He got off the brakes a bit earlier, but still the rear tyre does not like gonna power that hard. But he's still getting some slipstream somehow as a Leopard rider, heading down this back straight. Heading into the chicane. Looking down the inside of Hotel and Bastianini gets into 8th. Now he's got Martin in front, almost a second in front. But it's very good in this final sector as McDonald. Once again hooking up that right, hooking up that left. Now into the fast. Final double right, should I say. And he dives on Martin. Oh, the Spaniard does not like that though. Forcing him out in the second right-hander. As we go on to the penultimate lap of the race. McDonald battling for 7th. Would have been at the back of the field. And when he does the fast out, 44.2. Crazy that time for McDonald. He's pushing hard in his opening. Closing that, should I say. Gets past Martin the chicane. And there is a top 5 right in front. Once again, going with that medium rear, maybe paying off as well. He's got the pace while everyone else is maybe conserving the tyres slightly. There's got McPhee, Antonelli and Finati right in front of podiums, so out of reach. We can quickly dispose the battling pair in front. He almost gets into the back of McPhee through the left-hander who tried to make a move on Antonelli. That slowed down the Scot. Here we go down the back straight. Braking in again round the outside. Better with the power out the corner. McPhee's looking behind. He's worried, is the Honda rider. The British racing team. And he should be, as there goes McDonald up into 6th. Looking down the inside of Antonelli, bashes his way past the Italian for 5th. And now he's got Finati and Budiger in the leading pair. Not too far in front as here goes McDonald down the inside of Finati for 4th. The podium's not out of reach. Well, McDonald, I thought top 5 would be the aim, but trying so hard in these final few laps. He's dipped into the 43s, has he? A 44th lap. Let's head on to the final lap. McDonald is charging like a hell for a podium. As he hooks up that first right and into the chicane. Smooth exit. Now down the hill at the end of this first sector. Try and set up Budiger out of this right-hander. Oh, did he get on the power too early though? As he's taking the wide line. Now into the left, he dives. Goes wide on the exit though. But you get the slipstream from the Italian heading into the double right. He'll send the leading pair of me and can out too far in front for McDonald. It's all about getting a podium. He gets into the Italian through the double right. Oh no! Bike just went from under McDonald. Now he's going to be battling for a top 10. From battling for a podium. He's hitting to both Sky Italia riders. Here comes Loy as well. No, not having that from his teammate. But both Sky Italia VR46 riders have clashed with McDonald and cost him at least a podium. Maybe even the win with the pace he's demonstrated this race. As here you go into the first right-hander, dives down the inside of the Italian. Maybe justice for McDonald there slightly as he does grab a top 10 as Canet wins ahead of Mir. Budiger in 3rd. McDonald in 10th. Had a fantastic ride through the field. And there is his fastest lap. He was on a different level compared to everyone else, with Finati in 4th, McPhee 5th, Antonelli 6th, Martin 7th, Bastianini 8th, Hotel in 9th. And then we got DJ Antonio Rodrigo and Nurden ground the final point ahead of Dinero, breaking home hearts by 0.4 of a second. So in the Riders' Championship, Canet leads by over a race win again, ahead of me by 28 points, with Fanati in third, Bastianini fourth, Di Gianantonio fifth, Berger up to sixth ahead of Martin, and Magello and McDonald down to ninth, with McPhee rounding out the top 10. Further down, you got Nurden ahead of Dinero up to 14th, and you got Sasaki at a Tubo in 22nd and Airport at a Kornfeld in 25th. As in constructors standings, Honda have made it 5 from 5, lead by 57 points of KTM, with Minja and Peugeot yet to score. So a tough race for McDonald as he does not achieve the race objective. And they'll be looking to bounce back, hopefully not into the hands of the VR46 riders once again in their home race in Mugello in Italy for the 6th round of the season. Will be our third of the way through this season. As you can see from McDonald, he's had one high and in a big low in America and in 3 up and down races. Can he make it another high next time out? Find out then. South watching. I'll see you then.